Hey, let's make 2020 the best year ever. And the way I do this, I actually use three steps. Firstly, I always recognize what I have already achieved. Quite often we criticize ourselves and we only want to see the negative, but it's really important to see what has worked and what you have achieved and how you have grown as a person. Step two is then to look at your learnings. What went well in your business or in your life, what didn't go so well, and what the changes that you would like to make. And step three is now taking all these achievements and learnings and then looking forward as to how do you want 2020 to look like. And I have a couple of questions for you that will help you actually decide on what that will be. So firstly, where do you want to be at the end of 2020? Okay, so write down in detail in terms of your financial goals. How do you want to be seen in your business? How many followers do you want to have? Um, there's a lot of things around that. Like, look at what does your life look like? Where are you going to live? How do you going to live? What are your relationships going to look like? What sort of freedom do you want to create in your life? Like, is it time freedom, or do you want to be able to work from anywhere in the world, or do you want to create financial freedom, or all of that? So look at the things that you are most important to you, because there's a reason why we are wanting to leave the corporate world and start our own businesses. And so we want to actually have that freedom somewhere. We want to create that financial abundance and possibly be able to actually have even more money than we would ever be able to earn in the corporate world, right? So write those down and become really clear as to what is your why. And believe me, every year your why will actually shift. It will be slightly different from what it was before. And it's always good just to reconnect with that why. What do you want your work-life balance to look like? Because quite often, and it's the same in my business, I love what I do. I'm super passionate and I just go over and beyond and support my clients even on evenings and weekends, which obviously can have an impact in family life. So what do you want that to look like, and how can you perhaps even work smarter and not harder in your business? So you want to write down how many hours do you want to be working a week in your business, right? And that means if you want to work smarter, what sort of tools perhaps do I want to deploy in my business? How do I want to work? What are the things that I may need to learn, or where are the gaps? Are there people I need to get on board to help me with certain things, right? What will I be working on? Who do I want to work with? What kind of programs or services do I want to offer? Really, are there things that I wasn't really enjoying last year? Are these maybe services and products that I don't want to be offering anymore? Or maybe it's the way I've offered them. Like, for example, some people prefer one-to-one coaching, but then some people want to do more group programs. So you might want to move on to group programs or move back to one-to-one. So think about what are the things that truly light you up, because only do those things that really light you up in your business. Otherwise, it becomes tedious. Then you might as well just go back into a job and just do A, B, and C, what you've been told, right? So we want to, and this will probably also be a great opportunity for growth, because when you truly do the things that light you up, you will get into the flow of things. You will attract your ideal customers, and things will become so much easier. So really worthwhile just asking yourself these questions. And perhaps one thing is, maybe you want to create a little team that help you with certain things that you are not good at, or you feel it's tedious, like maybe getting an accountant or a virtual assistant, for example, or someone to help you with social media or Facebook ads. Or maybe indeed you need someone to hold your hand and sort of really create that clarity and maybe that mentorship. So write down what that is for you. And now think about, once you've brainstormed all these things, how is 2020 going to look like for you? I'm sure it's going to look amazing. It's going to feel amazing. And, you know, just imagine you already have all that. So write down, what is 2020 feel like for you now? What kind of emotions are coming up? I'm sure you're super excited, just as excited as I am, right? Maybe you also want to think, well, I'm a bit confused still because there's now so much that I want to do, but I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this. And I get you. I absolutely get you. So I'm not going to leave you without any sort of support here, because I have actually created a special gift for you. How about if I personally help you map out your business and help you create your marketing plan for 2020? How does that sound? Well, let me tell you how it works. So it's a 5-day free life coaching experience. It's going to happen early January. You can book your seat on the link I'm going to leave in the description. You will then join my free Facebook group where I will be coming on live for 5 days, where we can interact, where you can send me, you know, your questions. I will also have a marketing planner for you ready as well, so we can really get clear. And by the way, this is for women who would also like to start a business, and of course already for women that already have a business and they really want to grow big in 2020. And as I said, you will walk away with a really, really powerful map as to, yes, your financial goals, but also how are you going to make this happen week by week. And for that, I actually have a marketing planner for you. Okay. But in addition, between now and early January, there's a bit of time, and I think it would be quite useful to actually do some goal mapping in preparation. So I've actually also put together all the steps that I was talking about, the goal setting, and I've put it together into an actionable and printable goal setter guide. So when you sign up for my free 5-day marketing plan live experience, as I call it right now, I will send you the goal setter guide up front into your inbox in preparation. So use that and it will really help you to gain clarity. And then we can actually use your goals. We can then work on them when it comes to the live coaching experience in January, so that you know exactly how you're going to implement that in your business. And as I said, we're going to even break down all the activities week by week, so you will be super, super clear. So that said, I really look forward to helping you making 2020 the best year ever. And I think we can do this as a collaborative. And let's reach for greatness together. Grab your free spot now for the live experience and get your goal setter guide. And I will see you later on in the inside.